Take it off, take it off. Corona.
What up? What up? What's going on? It's your boy Decopbo. Listen, listen. This is my birthday. This is my birthday. Late night confessions. I usually think about stuff before I do it, but this time, and my Brian Bradian works so fast that sometimes people think I don't put any thought to stuff, but really, like, I have like a subject or content, and I like kind of go off that. So it's not necessarily freestyle if you have a content first. But I'm just winging this, man, because I got to listen. I know everybody heard or seen a video who followed me, and they seen what happened on my birthday previously, and a lot of it has to do with that, but not necessarily. It's just a mindset. I had lunch with one of my rich friends, and he kind of like, he's one of them dudes, like, he's really conscious of hurting people's feelings. So like, for a long time now, he's been telling me, it was one thing that's missing from you not making it to the next level. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you talking in riddles, just tell me. And nah, it ain't time. And I was actually talking to him on the phone, and he was on vacation. He was telling me that he was going to get with me after my birthday, whatever, because he was on vacation. He was like on some island, some fucking way, I don't know. But he was telling me, and I was like, yo, I'm glad that you ain't here, man, because like, it's a lot of shit that I'm not even doing. Like, really. I know it's gonna be backlash because of it. I know that I might lose some friends. Like, I don't even have any, really, but it seems amazing to me how, like, when you change your life for the better, you constantly lose shit. Like, you will figure that when you change your life for the better, you would gain, but in actuality, you lose a whole lot that you thought was concrete or fundamental, or foundation that you thought you have, you lose. And that's just real. So the decision that I made, and then he was like, and because I said the things that I was saying to him, like, yo, I promised myself that I was gonna give myself the greatest birthday gift that I could possibly think of. And he was like, what's that? He said, oh my God, it's probably something crazy. And I said, nah, man, it is crazy, but it's crazy in a totally different way. He's like, what? I said, I'm giving myself sobriety. And he's paused, like, he a talker like me, so he paused. I was like, yo, what's wrong? He was like, listen, remember I told you it was something that was keeping you back from making, like, the leap that you, like, the leap, like the leap that me and him talk about, like, like the leap, like when I have a group of friends that they do stuff and it's like, I ain't comfortable doing, because, like, even though I'm not broke, I'm not to the point where I have something that in the business world is called expendable assets. This means, like, you got some money set aside and you don't need it at all. Like, you don't need it. Like, you can blow $10,000 right now and it won't bother you. And it was like, yo, like, I can't see I made that mistake when I was playing professional football. I'm hanging out with these motherfuckers as millionaires, and I'm not one. And I'm doing everything they doing. But like, when I go home, I'm like, shit, what I was thinking about. I shouldn't have spent that much money. And my friends like, man, that shit wasn't nothing, because we were like two totally different places. So, like, I'm in a place in my life now, regardless of whether it makes sense to certain people, I stay in my lane, right? So when I say go to the next level, I'm talking about where money becomes unimportant. Like, when you have You know how like responsible friends, they got checking accounts, saving accounts, right? Like when you have like a saving account that you don't even look at. Like that, but like to a higher scale when it's like I just made money to it, so like I'm making money doing the things I love to the point where money is not something that's constantly being thought of through decision making. And I know that might be a little bit much for some people to reach or try to reach, but for me, that's a goal. And he was like, remember what I told you that you was missing? That's what I wanted to tell you. What you don't know is, it's just his mouth. What you don't know is, all year long, I don't do anything. I'm like, I seen you drink. No, what you don't realize is, all year long, I don't do anything. I celebrate. You see me celebrating. You don't see me drinking. You don't see me smoking. You see me celebrating. It's like, damn. That kind of fucked my head up because it made me realize that even though right now in a particular time in my life I don't have a problem, the ways in which I enjoy myself can become problematic. So it's like some people go to a bar on their birthday. They might not drink all year long, but they go have fun on their birthday. They go to vacation, they get totally smashed, fucked up, come home, because that's what vacation is for. And I decided that, I gave myself a reality check. Like we're not going to lie to ourselves. A lot of other people, we're not going to lie to ourselves. So after your birthday, when you wake up August 16th, you will be waking up with nothingness. Meaning medication. Because that's what it is. You don't have to admit it to me. We all know that's what it is. It's medicating yourself, avoiding something that has become too problematic for you to deal with sober. That's what it is. And there's a lot of mistakes that I've made. There's a lot of things that's going on. My leg, there's a whole bunch of shit that I find myself running from. And I usually run in a direction of forgetfulness, if you will. Fun. But then I had to acknowledge the fact that my interpretation of fun always has something to do with substance. Now, just because it ain't crack, cocaine, or heroin don't mean that it's still a substance. So I know for a fact that a lot of my friends is not gonna fuck with me. I know it. Because that's what our friendship revolve around. Hey man, we popping bottles, this, that, and third. And the craziest part about it is no one is saying this thing that our culture has developed and took for a means of status and celebrity is really fucked up. Like we went from taking shots to now we drinking whole bottles. No one's talking about waking up in the morning and being in pain. You know what I mean? Being in pain and your body ache. You're what the fuck wrong, man? And when your old head say, man, you need to drink. Damn, where'd that come from? That come from all of this shit that we've been doing, that we thought was cool. We thought was cool, and this is what you're supposed to do. This is why you got money. You got money to stand out. This is how we stand out. This is a sign of sadness. All you niggas is drinking shots and beer. I want a motherfucking bottle. I know it costs 3 times more than what it costs in the store. So what? I can do it. I'm removing myself from that illusion, man. I have changed my way of thinking. I have changed my way of eating. And in turn, my body reacts in such a cool way because I don't get tired. I don't feel weak. Even with the handicap I got, people always say, what the fuck? You are lying. I'm lift up my pants leg I ain't lying, it's true. But when they see me, they you walk better than me. They don't understand that shit took an amazing amount of dedication and willpower. Discipline. It's the key to any success that you possibly have, man. It's discipline. Like it was days I did not feel like getting up. It was days I did not feel like working out. It was days that working out reminded me that I lost my leg, were part of it. And because at the time I didn't have the prosthetic, I didn't have all the fancy shit I got now. I didn't have it. So it was like I had to physically like get in a wheelchair, get on the floor, get up from the floor. It was like a constant reminder that I was fucked up. And it was through me pushing through that when it finally came, I was actually ready to walk before I walked. I was prepared. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, Capo, if you're trying to get to this next level where money becomes circumstantial, it becomes a secondary thought, then that same discipline that you applied to walking, you had to apply to your life. You know God now. Your health is way better than it is now. You know, your mannerism, your anger, all of these things, they not all the way under control, but they're better than they was. It's only one natural step that you have to take. And I must warn everybody, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. This is why it's late night confessions. I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you decide to get your life together and start being successful in whatever particular realm that you in, it is going to be lonely as shit. Like tomorrow for my birthday, all of this shit I got planned. It's with people I met in the last year or two. None of my old friends. For me, that's utterly lonely. Because there's people who like I really love and care about that I am no longer interacting with. Some because like something happened or it's like I ain't into the same shit I was into. And others it's just like we grown. They got kids, they got families, we just separated naturally. And this one's going to be a little longer than before but at the same token, it's my birthday, late night confession. So it's like, I don't really care. I am not looking forward to tomorrow. I'm not. The shit I had planned in Philly, I'm not doing. It's some things I can't cancel because it got something to do with my business, so I don't already put the money. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't do shit tomorrow. I see my oldest son today. He was like, yo, Dad, what's wrong? He gave me a hug. He was like, what's wrong? My son's 12. 11. 12. One of the two, excuse me. And he knew, like, Dad, what's wrong? Because, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is some real shit. Like, I don't even know what people sober do for fun. Like, what do motherfuckers do that don't drink or smoke weed or whatever? I'm not saying that I do. Like, weed is not my thing, but, like, drink. So what do people do who don't do any of that? Like, these are all things that people, like, don't want to admit. Like, that's one of the reasons why they're afraid to, like, change. Because they don't know. It's foreign. It's a strange goddamn world. Shit, I've been like barely doing nothing now and I feel weirder than a motherfucker. Like seriously, I feel weird. And I don't care who hear this or whatever, because this is really for me. I mean, I just give people hope and strategy, and the main reason that strangers love me, and I say strangers because that's who really my following and my fans are strangers, people I don't know. The reason they love me and they fuck with me It's in all the comments. You say shit I want to say, but I don't got the heart to say. So I'm doing it for them. Because I know it's somebody out there that want to change their life, that want to get sober, that want to just stop doing all this shit, but they just don't know how. They don't know where to start. They have no idea. They don't know what comes next. They don't know how they're going to react. They don't know how to do anything that doesn't coincide. Like, you go to a club, you hear the music, drinking comes naturally after. You get a little tipsy, shit, you might not even smoke a cigarette, but you're drunk, you feeling nice. Hey man, give me a cigarette. Hey, give me that weed. Like, it's a natural recurrence. So like, what the fuck do you do without it? So I just figured that I put this in my late night confessions because I don't want nobody to think that I don't fuck with them or nothing. It's just that in the beginning stages of this, I just can't be around nobody who's doing that shit because I ain't strong enough to. And the only people that I'm be able to be around is the motherfuckers who sober. And I got real, that shit limited. I'm talking about limited. So, and I'm doing good, man. It's a weird feeling. I'm doing super fucking good right now. Like, really, it's strange as shit. Like, I am doing fucking great. Seriously. And I can't seem to, like, enjoy it. Because my way of celebrating always comes with something exterior. It always comes with something exterior. You know, and for me, loving myself, I just don't tolerate certain shit. Like, I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't tolerate judgment. I don't tolerate none of that. Like, peace be upon you. Get the fuck away from me. And like, everyone thinks it has something to do with me being successful. It don't. It has something to do with I am fucking in love with me again. And because I'm in love with me again, I can't believe I took that shit. Like, that's the most irritating thing in the world. I actually let these motherfuckers judge me who ain't shit. Who ain't got their life together at all. I really cared about their fucking opinion. What the fuck was wrong with me? So really, that's what it is. Like, I just don't tolerate, like, God is the only person that's qualified to judge me. Like, I'm looking at your life. I know your life, nigga. Fuck what you got on social media. I know you personally. Men and women. How dare you say any shit thing to fuck to me? How you gonna talk about a motherfucker helping you? This shit crazy out here. But it's the truth, man. So this is my late night confession, man. To the people who was looking forward to me doing something here in Philly, like, I'm sorry, I ain't in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I got too much other shit I gotta think about. Once again, it's your boy Decopbo. Like always. It's late night confessions. Decopbo 1.